The date is set for the EAA Chapter 1397 Fly-In, Friday, August 17th and Saturday the 18th, year 2018 at the Moberg Air Base. Bring your tent and camp overnight on Friday night and get ready for Saturday. Lots of room for parking seaplanes along the shore. There's going to be great food on Friday and on Saturday. Friday night's also movie night in the Moberg hangar, where at the Land Plane Seaplane Fly-In at the Moberg Airport, August 17th and 18th. Bring the entire family. This event is brought to you by EAA Chapter 1397 of Bemidji.
You're corner of the crab, that looks terrific.
It does.
Campfire Stories by the Pilots. See you there, August 17th and 18th at the Moberg Air Base. Welcome to the 2018 EAA Chapter 1397 Annual Fly-In at the Moberg Air Base, just west of Bemidji, Minnesota. One of the pilots that flew in had a drone, and he photographed a couple of runs up and down the road on the lake. And so if you didn't fly in and you didn't know what the place looked like from the air, well, at least you have an idea now. And I'd like to thank him for doing that. Of course, there were no airplanes in the sky at the time, just the drone. Things were just getting going, and these pictures were taken Saturday afternoon. Now, I probably should have put these towards the middle of the video, because this was Saturday and the weather was good, and the helicopter on the ground came from the hospital over at the airport. But I just thought that this would be a good spot for us to get an overall look from the sky down at the facility, because Friday was great. Saturday morning we were fogged in, as you will see. That brown steel post is used to remove or add floats to an airplane. You need a way to hang it while you take the landing gear off and put the floats on. Did you notice all the orange shirts on people? That's EAA Chapter 1397 members that are running the fly-in. Brian Shaw's float plane at the deck, he was on the dock. He was getting ready to go to Canada right after the fly-in. If you came on Friday afternoon, there was plenty of camping on the west side of the runway, and you had the trees to protect you from the winds that come out of the west. Friday afternoon was fine for flying. It wasn't blue sky, but it was enough visibility to make it there.
Warren Batzlaff from Crystal, Minnesota. KMIC is a home airport. I'm at the EAA 1397 2018 Fly-In at MN13 Moberg.
And tell me what you're flying.
And we're flying a 2000 Aviat Husky A1B.
What was A1B stand for?
That's just the model number. The first one in 1997 was an A1, and then they had an A1A. In 99 they started with A1B with higher gross weights. 1997, or excuse me, a little bit later, 2005, they started with a new wing, and another model, and their current models are A1Cs.
Horsepower on the engine here?
The horsepower on this one is 180 horsepower, and this one's fairly modified Aviat Husky. Last fall I put on AOSS shocks with 3-inch extended cub gear. Helps do away with some of the skip bounce from bungees, and so there's no bungees anymore. Also makes it easier to change over if you're going to do floats.
Have you had it on floats at all?
I have not had it on floats. It's all set up to do floats, and now it's set up to do skis in the winter too.
Any interest well, Crystal, there's not many lakes around, is there?
A few lakes, but you can't land in them with an airplane, so yeah.
Well, welcome to Moberg. Nice to see you here.
Very good, thank you.
What's this tube up with the duct tape on it?
That's part of the cabane V, and on the back of it is a can of bear spray. Can't store it inside the plane when you're flying because decompression can make it explode, so it has to be carried externally.
Now the bear spray is in case you get out of the airplane and find a bear coming at you, you're supposed to stop them?
That's correct. It's pretty effective. in most cases, a bear is going to be 10 or 15 feet away from you when you discover them. The bear spray shoots up to 30 feet away, and it's pretty effective in most cases. And something you need to carry if you're in the Bob Marshall Wilderness in Montana, Ryan Field around by Glacier Park. There's a lot of grizzly bears in those areas. Darby likes airplanes, Darby likes camping. He's been to Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin this year.
Hey, guy. Say hi to everybody. Go woof or meow or something. Simple meow.
Hey, how you doing, Dave? Here we are again at Moberg's 2018 Fly-In. Been here for many of them.
How many times have you come to the Fly-In?
You know, I think it's the only one I missed so far, and I look forward to this every year. The campfire and the brat feed tonight is wonderful. You know, all the
We got some wild movies too.
oh, the camaraderie here, you know, and the storytelling at the fire. It's awesome.
What are you flying, Dave?
This is a 1964 Maul M4, totally stock. I haven't done anything to it. It's just got the little 0300 in it, 145 horse Continental. Like I say, it's straight from the factory, whatever they had put on it.
You're camping out?
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's an event that I look forward to every year.
Perfect spot for it.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I won't hold you up, but we'll go back over to the tent.
Yes. Okay.
Complete getting that set up.
Perfect. Yeah. Hope
Thank
to
you,
see
Dave.
you at the campfire tonight.
Yes.
These pictures were taken probably in the middle of the afternoon on Friday when the weather was good and you could fly in. We're getting organized and set up. We're going to have brats for supper and some beans and things to go with it, and a beautiful campfire, which you'll see in a few moments. This couple came last year and camped out near the lake. I think at the time they had a float plane and it was either a cub or a husky. We'll find out.
I'm Ann Heimbaugh from Duluth, and this is our second year at the Fly-In.
Paul Jan from Duluth as well.
Oh, okay. Weren't you in a Super Cub last year? Camping out? Super
It was
Cub?
a husky.
Husky, okay,
Yep.
Close enough.
Yep.
So now what do we have? A 180?
Yes,
A 180.
this is a 180.
What year?
76.
Ever have it on floats?
Yes.
Just took it off
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks
You
ago.
just took it off in the middle
Yeah.
of summer?
Yep. Yep.
Well, the other plane's on floats. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, well, I see you're going to be camping out here for the weekend. It's tent all set up and so forth. And you have a dog somewhere. Where is he?
Stella's over there laying down.
Oh, he's
She knows
okay.
she's a stay. There she is.
Stay.
Good girl.
Now you
Good girl.
must have a name for him.
Stella.
Stella.
Stella. Yep.
Okay, he
Stay. Good
he perked
girl.
up all right.
Oh yeah. Good girl.
Well,
What a super dog.
that's the name of my aunt.
Oh.
Must be a lady dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Arnold from KBRV Center Recreational Vehicle brings something special to the Fly-In. It's a funnel cake machine, and the whole family gets involved in this, and boy does it look good when you see him come out of the pan.
Hi Arnold, I'm just going to park it, so look out for the kids here. I'm going to move it all right.
Weather, huh? Gotta be out in this weather.
This strike racer belongs to John Blessing. Keeps it over at Bemidji Airport. I think he's doing a demo ride this afternoon. One of the really nice things about having this fly-in at the Moberg Air Base is you're right next to a lake. So we invite all the seaplanes we can find in the area. We have docking space and we have a new dock out front, but there's plenty of places along the shore to nose in. But you got to bring your own tie downs. Put a stake in the ground and knock it in and tie your airplane to that. We've had up to 12 airplanes, should say seaplanes, along the shoreline. This year, because the weather was not favorable, we didn't have that many.
Okay, my name's Rick Mersil.
My name is Hayden Mercer.
Why would say that louder?
My name's Hayden Russell.
And
Okay.
we're from Crookston, Minnesota, and this is our first time at the Moberg Fly-In, and we're really excited about it. We brought our 19. What year is our airplane, buddy?
Looks like it's been refurbished.
Yeah, it's 61 years old, so it's a 1957 Super Cub, and it's an A model, and that's for agriculture. It's been all totally redone. So my son and I fly it quite a bit, and I teach. I give seaplane ratings in it out of Crookston, Minnesota, and I'm a member of SPA and Recreational Aircraft Foundation, and a quiet birdman as well. So
Now, SPA is SPA, right?
SPA,
Seaplane Pilots Association.
Seaplane Pilots Association, phenomenal organization. They've helped me a lot with giving ratings, and I use their app a lot to figure out where I can land and teach the students, and so it works out really well.
Now, you're going to camp overnight?
We're camping overnight, and we're going to have brats and stuff tonight. We're going to go to the camp out in the fire tonight, and then we brought some goodies to share for s'mores, and tomorrow we're going to take off and fly around a little bit and head home. Yeah, you have to edit that part if I fall into it.
Negative. We zoom in tight. Guys, keep in mind, everything you're saying is being recorded. I don't care what you're saying.
Clear.
Normally we put the airplanes that are transit coming in the afternoon or morning and going out the same day on the east side of the grass strip, and those are going to camp. We put on the west side because then they're right next to the trees and protects them from the west wind. If you haven't been here before, there's a dog leg where that plane is coming. As part of the runway veers off a little bit, so if it looks like he's coming around the corner, he's coming around the corner, and that's why they call it a dog leg. I used to wonder if the ground was too rough for an amphib, but this proves the point. The wheels are smaller on the underneath portion of the floats, smaller compared to the regular airplanes, but he had no trouble handling the ground. We're going to talk to the owner of this airplane a little later when he's down by the water. This has been refurbished. It looks like an early Super Cub, but I can't remember. We'll find out in a few minutes. Giveaway items furnished by the Seaplane Pilots Association and a few door prizes. For those that came on Friday, look what's for supper.
Yeah.
Beans, salad, and brats.
These are all ready to go, so I'll serve a few. I can paint anything, I just don't have anything.
It'll be plus that, so that'd be
Yep.
All right, well, your dad told me to get a plate. So get a plate. Orders. I'll be right back, okay?
Sam Wolf.
Sam,
Together in the room.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we have another
When John Blessing was president of the chapter about 3 years ago, he came up with this idea of the sink countertop, paper towels, soap. The water came from a hose connection inside, and then we had a hose going into a big grassy area for our drain field. It was really nice to be able to wash your hands. I hit the top of the handle because the water wouldn't shut off completely. Somebody fixed it, don't know who though. Earlier in the video, you saw a KBRV, a band. Arnold,
Hey, Dave.
who runs the RV center, makes these funnel cakes. He brings his machine out, runs on gas, powdered sugar, and you have a choice of several toppings. Now, if one person eats that, wow, that's you're really going to have a sweet tooth. My idea was to get this and then cut it in half and share it with somebody. Then I wouldn't overdo it.
That would be great, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You enjoy.
I certainly will.
Okay, honey. Next one ready?
Well, if you weren't here on Friday, now you see what you missed, because we don't have this on Saturday. Or do we? I can't remember.
Do you want any whipping cream on it? Just lightly? Okay. Is this fine? There you go. You enjoy.
I was going to take one of those home there. Some of the pilots headed back home after they had the dinner that Friday night here inside the Moberg hangar. They wanted to get home before it started getting dark, and maybe the fog was going to roll in, and they knew about it.
I forgot who owns the 150. It might be the club airplane. That's Arnold with the plaid shirt taking a picture. I think this gentleman's taking one of Arnold's kids up for a demo ride. I'm not sure it's first. Arnie has his own airplane over at Bemidji Airport, and I don't know what the model or make is.
It's gonna start falling off today.
The sun is making you look like a black spot against the wall.
Flashing.
Drove in as this fancy new wind socket there. Wow.
Every year I put a new one up.
Yeah, my name's Bruce Emmel.
Where are you from, Bruce?
I'm from Clearwater Lake, or Leonard, Minnesota. It's about 17, 18 miles as crow flies straight northwest of here. Been a member of EAA 1397 for a couple years, and I've brought them all in on floats a couple years, but last year the fabric was getting bad on it, so with the help of Air Corps we brought it in here and we pulled the wings off of it, pulled the floats off of it, and I hauled it home.
What's behind us?
And this is the mall fuselage. Right now it's been we did quite a bit of welding repairs on it. We had to fix some rust spots, and we added some chromoly stringers to it, and I just got it powder coated at Clearwater Powder Coating in Gonvick, and so it's straight hot out of the oven. Actually, it came out of the oven
yesterday. Ready for covering now?
Yep, ready for covering. So yeah, we've been working on it. We got new cables going back in it. We're going to put Stewart Systems fabric on it. We'll eventually get new radios put in it, all strictly VFR. A few upgrades. It'll be kind of a dark blue, white airplane.
Will it go back on floats?
It'll go back on floats, and I'm actually hoping that it'll be on wheels by the end of the winter. I have skis for it as well, so aero skis. So I'd like to get it back on the wheel skis if we could. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
This is Brian Shaw's Cessna 170 on floats. He'll be coming out shortly and be parked over by the dock. He's going to go to Canada after the fly-in's over. I wonder if he knows the outhouse is the other direction. New windsock every year for the fly-in.
Traffic Cessna 60962 downwind runway 13 Bemidji.
My camera's going to be in the way, so I'll move it.
Oh, that's okay. Jeff McManigal, flying a 47 Super Cruiser from Lake Osakis, Minnesota, about an hour from here. This is my third or fourth time here.
Oh, then you're old hat.
Oh yeah.
What kind of horsepower in the May?
150.
150 standard, okay.
Yep.
And the floats are 2000s?
Yep, Edo 2000s.
Thank you.
You bet.
I think this looks cool, as the kids say, coming around the corner on the dog leg and putting it down on the grass with the light on. This is John Blessing. He's back from his demo ride. Well, a few more going home before it gets dark out. You can see the haze moving in. We had no idea how thick the fog was going to be in the morning. We didn't anticipate that, so it was quite a surprise, as you'll see shortly. The airplanes that were based at Moberg or over at the Bemidji Airport did a little night flying for us. Kind of pretty to see this with the fog in the background and the aircraft lights flashing on the wings. The voice you hear in the background is our Friday night movie inside the Moberg hangar.
They come from all over the United States. There is a selection system or selection criteria that we go through, but they're all turning the controllers.
There is a long list of controllers waiting to staff the tower, as well as the temporary sites for air venture.
Now that our evening flying is coming to an end because it's getting dark, what's next? Well, the campfire.
That landing was a little I don't see the end of these speakers. Given the current there's the main. I dropped. Yeah. Just had
Yeah. Well, there's one right there. Just set the chair under that one.
Yeah, At the same time, we're running a movie inside the Moberg hangar. It's the EAA video of last year's fly-in at AirVenture.
You want to warm up at the campfire? Yeah. Say hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
That's pretty cool. So you have the time to do that and go hang out for
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You know, I'll wager that Arnold's kids here will remember this event for the rest of their lives. The fly-in, the campfire, and the airplanes.
Where's your shoe size?
I've never got more than 3 days. In 9 years, and I asked 6 months ahead of time. I've never got more than 3 days. It's 10 years.
10 year project.
Oh, for me, it's probably just because I can't get to it.
Yeah. Oh, we flew in from Aiken, and there's a guy up there that's been working on it. I've seen it for as long as we've known, a dozen years.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Right. The fuselage before it was illegally changed, you never know what's going to happen in those.
Yeah. You guys
They can come in,
tonight?
lock down, say everything in here's ours.
This guy too?
So I got it out of there.
Pilots that are camping tonight, Jerry's going to go home and pick up, one of our guys is going to go home and pick up his car. We're going to have a courtesy car here for you. But we will leave a car here tonight, right in front of that silver car with the keys in it. So if anybody has an incident during the night, you need to have a car, you need to go somewhere, you'll have a car with a key in it that you can go, if you get sick or something comes up, there'll be a car here for you.
Thank you.
Yep, and so we need to tell all the other pilots, I'm going to walk the row, I don't know if anybody's over there, or maybe I'll do that, and then we'll come back and hopefully everybody that sleeps here knows that the silver bullet open has a key in there. If anybody needs a car during the night, you got one. And then we got a courtesy car tomorrow too, if you want a courtesy car.
Nice.
Right, didn't you? Man, that was...
That sounds so amazing.
320.
About the airplane parts being in their house.
Not very. That's a contention in the marriage.
A beautiful morning, but it's not flyable in or out. Just listen to the sound.
Bit of a description of the video. Gentlemen, this is my friend David. This is John and Gardell.
Raphael's Bakery of downtown Bemidji supplies what? The donuts. Look at the collection. Oh, some is missing already. Which one do you pick? To 2 or 3. And then there's the coffee. I never heard of this coffee before. The fog makes for an eerie silence on the grass strip airport. The forecast said it should clear by noon or 1 o'clock at the latest. And we knew there were airplanes outside the area that wanted to get in as soon as the fog lifted. Why? The afternoon dinner is fantastic. I forgot to ask those that were camping out here if the fog made it damp inside their tent. I've never camped out when it's foggy like this, so I don't know.
I was just gonna say
there
that.
isn't much room on that.
That's why the trailer
You can't be drinking beer when you're putting that in anymore, can you?
No, it's tight.
Yeah.
Brian Shaw's Cessna 170 on straight floats is about to come out to the hangar and be pushed over to the dock in the water. As I mentioned earlier, as soon as the fly-in's over, he's going to head to Canada. They have a spot about a half hour just across the border. Cabin, boat, motor, fishing gear, they're all set.
But I want to be like you guys.
Check that out.
You're good, Brian.
Find out all about it. All the girls I know say that. Stop.
I usually throw it through there and then double, not that one spot, but
Yeah.
last meeting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was about. And we can salvage enough of this maybe for a boat dock and stuff over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we thought by moving it here, you can come in on either side and the wind.
Perfect. Yep. Very nice.
Little, yeah.
No, I think that's I like the way it's pumped out too.
Good. We're going to go over and make an appearance. We don't plan to stay, but we figure we should at least make an appearance over there.
Yeah, you want to ride over for
The main event. The dinner is coming up.
Can you shuck? How much corn can you shuck?
There's an awful lot of hair.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm not a good rider with this.
Jim needs
One of these.
Hard to know how many of these little hairs to pull off.
You gotta have something in between your teeth.
That's right.
In case you're wondering, the door prizes were given out right after dinner.
I'm still gonna eat it.
Okay.
You open?
Am I getting busy already?
Yeah.
What are you going to be spraying?
Why is he doing this? He's marking out a circle on the grass for the medevac helicopter from Bemidji Airport to come over and land and join us for a meal.
The wrong color, it'll never show.
Okay.
How many gas tanks do you have?
3. Wing tanks and a nose tank. camping over the ones they came in last night. Yeah.
Well,
they
were out
here.
Oh, they were?
Italian.
Yeah, we're from Hibbing.
Augusta?
He's almost from Hibbing.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Augusta, I think it's in Augusta.
Close to.
You're the pilot?
No, I'm just he's the pilot.
The guy in the
John,
white's the pilot.
Okay, he's
paramedic.
Okay.
Hi, Barry. Yeah. Your wife here with you today?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Over there excited.
Okay.
That was awesome. I can't
Find out.
Hi, John. Welcome to the EAA Chapter 1397 Fly-In here at Moberg. Is this your first time here?
Good morning. Yes, it is my first time over here.
How'd you know about the fly-in this weekend?
Oh, well, dispatch let us know that there was an event today and that we were invited, so it was our pleasure to come on out and see all folks.
Where is dispatch located at?
Our dispatch is located just outside of Minneapolis in Brooklyn Center.
How do they know about it? Well, of course, it's an aviation event, so.
Oh, we have eyes and ears everywhere, and we like to be involved in the community and try to get people to be aware of our services and how they're available for them.
What are you flying?
This is an Augusta 109S Grand, and it's made by Augusta Westland.
What country is that in?
In Italy, actually.
Okay, I didn't really know.
Yeah, it's an Italian stallion.
Oh, it's an Italian stallion? I like it. Where did you get your helicopter time?
I did all my training with the United States Coast Guard and with helicopters. So I did about 12 years there, flew HH-65s for them.
Well, okay, you got some heavy time then.
A little bit.
And how long have you been involved with North Memorial?
I've been with North Memorial for just over a year. I'm recently separated from the Coast Guard.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Illinois. My dad was in the Navy and moved all over.
Moved all over.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for talking to us, John.
Thanks, sir. You have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Hi.
Welcome to EAA 1397 Fly-In here at Moberg Airport. Who am I talking to?
Hi, my name is Keith Wickstrom, and based out of Brainerd, Minnesota. We keep the airplane in Pine River right now.
What is it?
This is a 1933 Stinson Reliant Junior. It's one of the first airliners, and there's only 6 to 8 flying left in the world.
Wow, is this your airplane? Is it a club plane? Private?
I own it with 2 other friends, Doug Taylor and Ron Sealing.
Is this your first time here at the Moberg Fly-In?
Yes, it is.
How'd you happen to find out about it?
My son works over at Bemidji, and he said we need to come on out here.
Yeah. And how long a flight was it for you?
It was about an hour flight.
Whether it was like this now, or was it worse?
A little bit of smoke. A little bit of smoke in the air, hazy, but it wasn't bad coming in last night. So.
Okay. Keith, nice to see you here.
Hey, thanks for having us out.
Bye.
It's isolated, so...
I mean, that's... Two vacations of Thursday.
You got a back tank on it too, or? No, so in the back we have a 5-gallon oil. Actually, yeah, which is super annoying, and then you get oil defrost. This thing's like...
What city do you...
Tree landing.
When you're ready.
Last time I saw you was bowstring. David,
That didn't. I remember, David.
What was it? Why could you? Something wrong with the rotor or what?
The pre-rotator failed. I couldn't get it started to do a takeoff.
You stay back over here. Just come back and get it. You mean? Stay back.
Okay.
Stay back. He's gonna put it. He's gonna push it in.
Oh, well, what's his name? I can't remember. Joseph.
And we didn't know if you're Dave or.
Bill. Bill, okay.
There's still pulled pork in there.
Okay.
Hey, Joseph, come on over here, buddy. Come on over here. Nice to see you again, buddy. How are you? Can I have a hug?
Buddy. Flying in and I'm sitting in here. You made a huge impression.
I'm glad it's working out. Is it okay if I pick you up?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Whoa! Holy smokes, you got heavier. I got weaker. What do you think?
What's it?
Yeah. Now, don't touch any buttons, Joseph.
Oh, I've got a couple buttons. Let's not listen to Dad. Is Dad right?
I'm Dad.
Okay.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
I'm Joseph's dad.
Oh, hi.
Okay, let's push some buttons. Will you push the buttons that I tell you to? Oh, you found my screwdriver.
What should do?
What does that do?
It opens up the luggage just so I keep my socks and underwear and my toothbrush too.
Yeah.
Okay, may I have it?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Push that button right there. Push it in. Or not. Your choice.
You're the co-pilot, right? Is that your name? Co-pilot?
Okay, Troy, go first and then Ezra.
You're just helping Dad, aren't
We gotta wait our turn, okay? Troy's gonna go first.
That yellow rope on the tune he's on. Yeah. It's not going to get drastically deeper quicker. I don't.
So you know that boat at the dock is there to help a seaplane pilot if he gets in trouble on the lake. Inch and quits, does a start, bad landing. It's a terrible feeling standing on shore and can't do anything about it. So we make sure we have a boat ready to go to give any assistance. Speaking of assistance, I'm going to need it. I'm starting to lose my voice. Hey, are these kids having fun? You bet they are.
Who's in the water?
Oh, no. G and hurry, get under the dock. Well, she's scared. Hurry, he's here. He's so cool. We're mermaids. Isn't it, Dave? We're mermaids. Yeah, I guess we're mermaids. Ah, she says we're mermaids. Dolphin! Come on. Wait.